The Triangle of Sadness 2022 is an amazing film, really amusing and yet difficult to watch in some respects. I first saw it written down when I was walking home from the office a couple of years ago, the Curzon Cinema in Bloomsbury. I hadn't heard of it before and I thought, Triangle of Sadness, what's that about? Is it the shape of Brexit, Britain? Well, I hadn't heard of the triangle of sadness in terms of the anatomy, a person's face. It's part of, I gather, it's a favourite place for Botox. Modelling is a fairly central theme. The main theme is the ultra wealthy, the people who can sail on luxury yachts. It starts off with a posse of male models, and one in particular who's called Carl. He is dating a woman called Yaya. He has an argument with her about the restaurant bill, and he believes that she earns more than him and should pick up the tab. This relentless argument is just excruciating and it's painful. Both Yaya and Carl don't show themselves up well the way they argue. They just kept coming back to it. Oh, please. Why? They somehow continue dating. Oh, it's the ultra wealthy. There's this chap who boasts about selling manure, but he uses another word for it. He gets talking with Carl and Yaya, and Yaya's earning money with her looks. It's her looks that led to the free cruise that they got as an influencer. They get a lot of free stuff. There's all sorts of trouble happening on this boat. It's a dark comedy. There's a captain who's possibly quite drunk and he doesn't want to do the captain's dinner, and the head of staff has to negotiate one day when he will do it. He chooses the day of the worst weather, and I am emetophobic. I don't like scenes of sickness. I find it really difficult. It's just a warning to anyone else who doesn't like scenes where people are being sick, because there's quite a lot in the middle of this film. It's just like, oh. In fact, even the YouTube thumbnail for the trailer, I thought, oh my gosh, it's actually one of the clients mid-spew. Revolting. That, like other visceral scenes, is why I wouldn't see a film too often. But this is absolutely a genius film. It's an observation of the ultra wealthy and much poorer people. You get to see the staff, and they're cleaning, scrubbing down every millimetre of the decking, and they're given a pep talk by Paula. The whole success of the cruise is down to them, and when she explains at the start of the cruise, she says the idea is to please them all and get handsome tips. So I won't explain too much about that, but there's some poetic justice in this film. I wouldn't say I'm envious or jealous about the wealthy. I think the main thing is that I would rather we lived in a fairer world. I don't want huge amounts of wealth, really wouldn't like that. I'd simply be happy to be secure in life, not worry about money. That would be my level of wealth that I'd be happy with. What's the point in any more? I think, and if I ever won the lottery, I'd buy solar panels. I'd invest in green technology, super insulating my home and homes of everyone I knew. Once I was sure about my own security, that's what I would do. I wouldn't really like to live in luxury. So there are some comeuppances, there are some circumstances, difficulties that happen. It's amazing. Tables may get turned, let's just say that. It's delicious to watch simply because, there are all these scenes like this Russian oligarch is drunk and he takes over the personal address system, the tannoy, says the ship's going down, and the captain's fairly drunk. Stars Woody Harrelson, I think most of the other characters I'm not familiar with, but it doesn't matter. It is really good acting. The scenes towards the end, some pretty ferocious acting. There are one or two awful scenes throughout the film, but yeah, it's fun. There's all these sorts of really wild scenes, absolutely beyond the pale. And it is really, really good fun. But there's obviously an underlying serious side, which is how super wealth, I mean, these people may face some of the difficulties that they introduce to the world through having such large amounts of money. I'll just leave it at that. I'm going to score this 9 out of 10. Really good film. A friend of mine mentioned it a while back, recommended it as a film, and looking forward to my review of this. Finally, I've produced this review. I absolutely loved it, so thanks for recommending it. I'm glad I've caught it on streaming. And a friend of mine also did. Similar to me, she felt the film was growing on her. It is really thought provoking. There's all this repartee. I was predicting what may be about to happen before the end, and I was pretty close on with the idea of what might happen. The story might finish on an ambiguous note, but I don't think that matters. It covers so much. It's so entertaining. It's so grim, very dark humour, but it is good fun. I'd love to know what you think about this if you've been to see it. Thanks for watching. Please like if you like this review. Thanks for subscribing, ring that bell, and hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.